girls hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Bridgewater. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
Bridgewater again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down by
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, here's the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a third and 3. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on third and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with third and 9 looming. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A 37-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bridgewater now. Floating one, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 5.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
To throw, Bridgewater.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Antonio Gibson
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott now.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up of 6.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Gain on the play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brought down by Reggie Robinson.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 2, Bridgewater to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, Bridgewater. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Washington 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. Washington 7. Greg Zuerlein.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Bridgewater. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And this one is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this. This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go play action. Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air again with Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. The throw taken in by Sims.
Complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Gain on the play.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Bridgewater again. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Bridgewater to throw it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second down, Bridgewater again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Quick throw complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
score the point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up. And now here is another interception. Picked by Darian Thompson, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down now, it's Elliott.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
At the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb.
Prescott.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
Antonio Gibson.
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And Prescott, his third interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Alden Smith there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point good by Hopkins. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe... to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll start with the option. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Dalton Schultz. Incomplete. It's now third down.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, It's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Washington, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.